Afternoon, Pokesports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Regulation C video, bringing you a Scizor team. Now, Scizor has kind of taken the stage in Regulation C as being a little bit more popular than it has in the previous two seasons. And it's not because we're getting rid of some Pokemon that Scizor had a bad matchup against. It's because we are adding new Pokemon in that Indeedee has a bad matchup against, right? 4 new Dark types. Indeedee doesn't really appreciate Dark as, you know, a typing. So that means that things like Psychic Terrain are taking a step back a little bit, you know? So that allows Scizor to sit here and just punch things with Bullet Punch. That plus the addition of Chenpao's running amok does also allow Scizor to Bullet Punch things for more damage. We don't actually have a Chenpao on this team, but I'm sure we're going to encounter some Chenpaos in today's video. I don't know about you, but I've been seeing them run an absolute muck on the ladder. So look out, I guess. Also, this team is from Sean Worcester, who did go 6-3 at Fort Wayne Regionals. Not an entire that's a really hard feat to do, going 6-3 at a regionals, especially if you're just like, if it's one of your first regionals, or if it's just you're not a super top cut all the regionals you go to kind of player. Then, you know, 6-3 is 1 win away from day 2. Like that's a good team and a good player, and this team is super unorthodox, using a lot of cool Pokemon. Kind of what drew me to it was the fact that we see like Espathra, we see Sandy Shocks, we see Wo-Chen, where we don't get to see that too much. We get to get a little bit of the Gyarados showcase as well, which has been, you know, starting to pick up in usages in a series or Regulation C, about 15% usage on Pikalytics. And also hyper offensive Mimikyu. There's a lot of cool things on this team that I want to showcase, to the point where I didn't know what the Pokemon should be on the thumbnail. I'm gonna say Scizor. Maybe something else will impress me by the time I get there. Who knows? If you guys are excited to see this team in action, go ahead, hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's get on to today's video. Up against someone named Miguel. Okay, running a pretty standard I want to say Series 2 team, except there's a Gyarados here, so it's not entirely standard, but it's definitely scary. Talon, Tusk with Amoonguss and Gyarados. This team is very balanced. Like, what can you even say about this team? It's a pretty legitimate team. Very balanced, very strong. Now, what do I want to bring against it? This Gyarados is actually full offensive, which is not something I expected, but it's kind of something I'm glad to see. I could just lead the juice. Lead Sandy Shocks, lead Espathra, see where it goes from there. I don't think I have Trick Room here just to play around with him. No, I have Curse and Play Rough. I'm probably going to leave the Mimikyu behind here. I definitely want Scizor in the back. A late game Scizor might be able to clean up everything that I leave at 1 HP. And I think, honestly, Gyarados as the Terra type can put in some serious work here. I just have to watch out a lot for that Iron Hands. I guess my Wo-Chen could also sit here and not die either. I don't know. It's between these two. That's where I'm struggling. But I think I'm going Gyarados because I do have Lumberry for the Spore, if that's ever going to come. And also, by constantly just lowering their attack stat, I'm mitigating a lot of their damage as well. I do essentially the same thing as a Wo-Chen being on the field. But yeah, very strange team, very new team, very different team than what I'm used to playing. Mr. Bumblebee Socks. Gonna lead Gyarados and Amoonguss as I lead Sandy Shocks and Espathra. Thankfully, that's pretty good for me. That is definitely very good for me. I have options, right? I am actually in a pretty decent position if I'm gonna be honest. So this kind of opens the door for what I want to do. And I'm considering a Terra here, but I understand that I'm trying to save the Terra for my Gyarados in the back. So maybe what I should do is just Gravity and put Amoonguss to sleep. Is that the play? I think that's the play. Prevent Amoonguss from being an Amoonguss. Oh, perfect. That works for me. Yeah, just prevent Amoonguss from being Amoonguss. That's all I gotta say. If we can do that, we'll be in a pretty decent position. Now I'm also forcing the Gyarados onto a Terra. No idea what it's going to Terra into. It could be a ground Terra for all I know. I could try to wait and find out. But I'm not quite sure if I could afford to do that. But I'm glad that Amoonguss is asleep. I'm glad that we don't have to deal with it for this turn. I'm glad that I'm getting a speed boost that just extra outspeed everything. And I'm glad I can T-Bolt to Gyarados now. So I guess I should check for ground types. They could have a Great Tusk in the back. They don't have a Great Tusk in the back. Because if we believe they have a Great Tusk in the back... Yeah, they don't. Cool. Because that was the opportune time to bring a Tusk out. They didn't do it. That was the opportune time to click Terastallization. They also didn't do it. Listen. I am having a field day here with these two. Big T-Bolt onto the Gyarados. Good luck. Yep, nope. There ain't a Gyarados in the world that could live that thing, my friend. Except a ground Terra one, like we said before. Oh, no, he woke. I had the button. I wasn't expecting a turn one wake, but I had the win button. The Grass Terra, and I didn't click it. It's fine, it's fine. It is now low enough to where I don't care too much. All right, let's be a little cautious. I'm gonna protect here. And I'm assuming Amoonguss is gonna protect, so I'm kind of inclined to Hypnosis the Flutter Mane. But I could also finish the Amoonguss. I got options. I'm definitely gonna attempt to protect. It doesn't matter because I'm a sleepy friend right now. There's no way Amoonguss lets me hit it this turn. So I'm just gonna go for the Flutter Mane. Something's Terastallizing. Will it be the Amoonguss? No, it's the Flutter Mane. Okay. Fairy Terra. Well, good night to you, my friend. Now, the Amoonguss could still go for H-Powder. That'll make me a little bit sad, but who knows? All right, Sandy Socks does the mandatory sleep turn. No Rage Powder. And Flutter Mane's going to bed. Fine. Was the Amoonguss just going to Spore me? Seriously? I could have just Lumina Crashed that and knocked it out, by the way. But I could have... Oh, no, it's just Pawn Puffing. That hurts. What? I know Espathra isn't, like, the strongest mon in the world, but, like... I expected a little more than that. I'm actually going to hard swap out the Sandy Shocks. And just finish off the Amoonguss. Flutter did the mandatory sleep turn. And it already just showed Terra to me, so... All that's left is Scizor coming in and punching it with a Bullet Punch. Alright, big Lumina Crash, the negative to Amoonguss. Bye-bye, Amoonguss. Now my opponent is down to his final two. I still have a whole team left to use. Nice, still asleep, baby. That is huge. I'm now +4. Disgusting Espathra. Oh my goodness. Iron Hand's coming out now. Don't love it. I mean, they do have a fake out option now, which kind of sucks. What does Flutter Mane do to me anyway? I'm still going to go for the Bull Punch. And I'm going to put Iron Hands to sleep now. All right, they go for the fake out into the Scizor. All fine and dandy. Scizor flinches. No Bullet Punch. Here's a Hypnosis. Espathra is going to make sure to do something before I go down. That's for sure. Now what am I going to do? Like, get Dazzling Gleam, get Shadow Balled. I should be able to take it no matter what because I'm a Soul Vest on Scizor. It's a Gleam, okay. We eat that. Espathra doesn't. Scizor does. Whew. I'm liking this. I think we have, I think we're in a pretty decent spot. Gravity returns to normal. I'm going to go into Gyarados. I don't know why, but I am. I mean, I guess I could sit here and go for the Terra Flying onto the Iron Hands, which will eventually do damage to it. Yeah, let's just Bullet Punch the Flutter. Eliminate that from the game. Let's go for the Flying Terra Dragon Dance. I'm going to get a little bit greedy here. Just because I think I could afford to. Hopefully this isn't a Focus Sash main. Did we see if it had Booster Energy? I don't even remember. Granted, I also wasn't paying attention. I love that. Oh. I love that especially. That one ended a little bit prematurely though. Not gonna lie. A little sad about that one. But hey, I'll take the dub. I'll definitely take the dub. GG's. Shen Pao and Shi Yu on a Flutter Mane and Great Tusk team. Also a little bit of a Talonflame kind of sprinkled in there. I'll be honest, don't love the Talonflame. Not a big fan. But I think we should just go with what works. And if Espathra and Sandy Shocks worked last turn, or last game, Why not let it work again? I kind of want to bring Wochen this time around, though. Is that a good idea? Bring a bunch of things weak to fire against a Chi-Yu? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I do Gyarados again. I'm going to go with the same 4. I was thinking Wochen just because it deals with the Great Tusk a little bit better, but at the same time, Great Tusk can still hit you with a close combat. So it doesn't entirely deal with a Great Tusk. At least not as much as I'd like it to. Yo, what's with these nice socks? Great Tusk and Talonflame. Never seen this lead before. As we have the Espathra and the sandiest of shocks. I might be forced onto a Grass Terra right away. Yeah, I think so. Am I Sashier on Espathra? I am. So I can maybe cheese something out. Yeah. Illumina Crash right away. T-Ball Illumina Crash. I was very annoying last game with all the hypnosis and stuff. I don't feel like doing this time. I'm gonna go damage and see where that takes me. Like it looks like I have a bad lead just because they can get the speed control, they can finish me off. But all I see is one Pokemon doing damage on their side of the field, which means I will not lose anything on my side of the field. So that's just a lot of opportunity to get some KOs. Not even broken down to Sash here. And Great Tusk is Life Orbed. Ooh. That means Illumina Crash might just be enough. Talonflame's going down. Let's see how much Illumina Crash can do here. Okay. Works for me, Tom. That's half your team gone. Turn 1. Congratulations. You do have Tailwind up. That much is a fact. Chi-Yu's coming out. Also not great for me. Fluttermane's coming out. Also not great for me. We'll figure it out, though. Dang, is that speed? Special attack. That's actually nice. Maybe. My best turn is to just protect for now with both of my Pokemon. I have very little reason not to just double protect, so that is exactly what I will be doing. Waste a turn of their Tailwind. Don't die instantly to these 2 mons. Get to see what they're doing. Gonna go for the Gleam. And also give me an opportunity to maybe outspeed the Fluttermane next turn. I might need a double protect though. Alright, they're just Heat Waving and Dazzling. Fair enough. I just have to stall their Tailwind out and be at the point where I can outspeed them. Which unfortunately does mean I might need to try to go for the double protect with the Espathra. In theory, Sandy Shocks can win against Chi-Yu. I guess Gyarados is the least important one here. And if I can get a double protect, then I would just be in a better position. So let's go for it. Might as well go for the 30% chance. How many fissures do people hit nowadays, right? So let's just go for the 30%. Get the Intimidate, that doesn't matter. How many fissures do people hit nowadays, my friend? Nice. I'm getting actually lucky in a video? Wow. Alright, unfortunately, my Gyarados is going to take its whole health bar there. I'm going to live it, though. Even after all that, my Gyarados is alive. Final turn of their Tailwind. My Espathra now outspeeds both of these at +3. I'm going to protect Gyarados just so I can be an annoying person. I think I'm just going to go for the Dazzling, just get some chip on these two. And just in case one of these two is sashed, Dazzling is my best play. That's okay. They might want to preserve their sash, no big deal. I don't understand what that really does for them, though, in all honesty. They're just stalling their own Tailwind. Unless their only goal is to finish off my Espathra. Maybe they just predicted a Lumina Crash there. Nice. Chip the Chi-Yu. That's all I need to do. They go for the Heat Wave. Heat Wave is going to connect. There goes Espathra. Honestly, Espathra overstayed its welcome. That's cool for me. Because now, what that means is that they're tailing Peters. So, my Scizor can prosper. Let's bring out the boy. I'll just go for a Waterfall on the Chi-Yu. I guess it doesn't actually matter what I go for here with the Gyarados. And yeah, Bullet Punch. They protected last turn. Good luck living this. Now, granted, could still be set. Oh, no, it's not Sash. It's Booster Energy. That's right. Oh, we're fine. Oh, but they have Terrestrialization. Don't tell me it's Steel Terra. Dang, son. They got me. Did they, though? They did. Dang. I had to make that play, though. They went for the Shadow Ball. Interesting. That did so much. Heat Wave ain't missing nobody. Oh, I'm going to take a loss. No. Oh, this is bad. I don't think Sandy... Like, if I wasn't Grass Terror, maybe. This is unfortunate. Heat Wave can miss. That's the reason I'm not going for Chi-Yu. And I'm just going for Flutter Mane. See if we can just finish the Flutter and hope Heat Wave misses. We have the added benefit of Chi-Yu's moves being not 100% accuracy. Let's go for our win con. I wonder what they're going to decide to do. They should just double attack, in my opinion. I wish I still had Booster Energy intact, but I don't. I'm only base 101 speed. They Moonblast. I don't even take that. Okay, fine. GG. You got me. You did it. Oh, that was rough, man. And it all stems from the Tailwind. These two Pokemon, that just goes to show you how strong this core is. Those two Pokemon wiped my whole team. Because turn one, I wiped half their team. Those two Pokemon brought it back. That is incredible. Granted, there was a little bit of a cheesy terrestrialization there. Had I known that that was going to happen, I probably would have close combated there. Like, I had the answers to it, but hey, close team sheets. What you going to do? Anyway, let's go ahead and try to get more battles. Now, Avery, I've got some questions here, friend. I see Pincurchin. I see Iron Thorns. I see Iron Shreds. I'm scared. I'm definitely scared. I don't think I could bring Scizor this battle, unfortunately. But at the same time, I think I could definitely bring Scizor this battle. I just can't use Bullet Punch because of the Farigiraf. Now, this battle definitely seems like a time and a place for Wo-Chen. A bunch of physical attackers on my opponent's side of the field. And no fighting types. So I like the odds there. How about... I'm trying to find a way to stop them from saying Trick Room, because Trick Room is another possibility for them. I think Scizor lead might actually be pretty decent for us. Maybe even a Scizor Sandy Shocks lead with Gyarados and Wo-Chen in the back. I know this is kind of weird than what we've been doing all day, but it feels right. Sometimes you got to go with your gut. My gut's telling me to do this. Is my gut right? But I'm doing it. Iron Shreds and Iron Thorns gonna make the leads for my opponent's team. Got it. I think I'm okay. They both have to fear my Sandy Shocks right now. They both could have a Flying Terror, which is what I'm concerned with, but they could also not. I think I'm gonna go into Gyarados on the Scizor spot just because I feel like they're going to swap into Farigiraf somewhere. And then I'm just going to Grass Terra, Earth Power onto Iron Tread. Just because I think I'm more convinced that Tyranitar or Iron Thorns would carry the Flying Terra and not the Iron Treads. Just because Iron Thorns is 4 times weak to ground. Alright, swap in the Gyarados. Get the Intimidate drop on both these Mons. Yep, no clear amulets. Nah, no clear amulets. Cool. And oh, that's my Terrestrialization. Okay. Makes sense. I should be going first. Especially if I'm expecting Iron Thorns to be the Terrestrialization target. But yeah, we got the Grass Friend now. We got the Shocks. Any Terras? There's the Terra. Okay, good. I think we chose the correct target here. Because once they Flying Terra, now I can go for T-Bolts. Alright, Balloon Thorns, followed by Earth Power. Oh! Oh! That hurt. That hurt. Rock Slide, don't appreciate it, but it's a -1. Actually, that hurt a lot. Wow. Even at -1, my Gyarados should not have been taking that much damage to it. Okay, Big Thorns. Mousehold. That's a Follow Me user. That's a little annoying. I mean, I guess I'll try to attack the Iron Thorns. They won't let me. That's fine. At the very least, this Mousehold is going to take a lot of damage for this. Might even knock out here. Great damage. What is that? Oh! Well, there I go. And here comes Wo-Chen. So now Iron Thorns is doing less damage. But granted, so is my Gyarados, unfortunately. And I kind of could have used that. Oh, I'm still able to knock out Mousehold. Never mind. All right, that's perfect for me then. We knock out the Mousehold. I'm going to lose my Gyarados this turn. Nah, not today. Not yet. Not yet. Now, they could have Terra Blast, though. Pincurchin coming out now, too. Okay. I'll be honest, Gyarados doesn't love seeing that one. Iron Thorn's going to get some more attack here. I kind of want to cycle Intimidates, but I also don't want to lose my Pokemon for absolutely no reason. So I have to judge the situation. I think I'm good to go into Scizor, just so I can cycle the Intimidates. And I'm good to start Leech Seeding. Because now they can't swap anymore. They're down to their final 2. So if I get double Seeds on the field, they're going to be in a world of pain. I'm just hoping there's no Terra Blast on this T-Tar. Alright, Scizor's on the field. Leech Seeds connecting. Wo-Chen's outspeeding the Iron Thorn, so that's kind of relevant info. There's a Rock Slide again. Going for the same moves. That must be like the only thing worth using at this point. Because you could change your moves. You have a Poison Jab? Okay. Well, we got some berries. We got some seeds. We're going to have a good time. Poison Jab. For those darn Flutter Mains. Alright, let's eat some sap. And what do we do here? I guess Bullet Punch is fine. Or should we start attacking the Pincurchin? Does it actually matter? Nah. Bullet Punch is fine. Oh, actually, I know what I can do. U-turn Pincurchin. Seed the Thorns. Because then I can get my... Battle was canceled. Second battle I forced to cancel on today with this team. I guess the writing was on the wall, right? You knew exactly what was going to happen next. I still had 4. You had an Iron Thorns that I could just keep Intimidate cycling. Pincurchin wasn't doing enough damage. I got the seeds up. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I absolutely get it. GG's, though. Another Gyarados here. Except their team's a little bit more, I guess you could say, balanced than my team. But what I do see is a lot of Pokemon that don't want to get put to sleep. So I think Espathra and Sandy Shocks are the way here. Let's bring Scizor in the back just to help deal with the back Excalibur and help deal with the Flutter Mane. Even get some nice priority where we need it. And then maybe we do Gyarados here too. I was thinking Wo-Chen. But I'm seeing Bax and I'm seeing Chi-Yu and I'm seeing Flutter Mane. I'm just like, eh. Do I really want to do Wo-Chen right now? I'm not so sure. I don't think so. So let's just do Gyarados. And instead of saying that we need to preserve Terra type for Gyarados and then not bringing Terra type Gyarados in this battle, let's actually try to do that. Let's try to get the Flying Terra Gyarados set up. Let's try to see if the Gyarados can, you know, pop some faces and go from there. Shiny Talonflame on my opponent's trainer card. Look at you. You're dressed like a Shiny Talonflame. All right, Chiyu Fluttermane. Aggressive. The most aggressive lead that I think you could have. With booster energy. Yikes, dude. What do I even do? What do? I definitely need at least one speed boost. So I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna Earth Power the Chiyu. I also got the speed boost, so I think I might actually be able to outspeed a Chiyu. We'll see. Shadow Ball, not today. The fact that I was able to not take damage on my Sandy Shocks is huge. Earth Power outspeeds Chiyu. Big Bop, Big Dead. Good riddance. That's such a good turn one for me. I took a gamble there. I was like, if this is Scarfed, I'm screwed. If it's not Scarfed, I have a chance. Thankfully, it wasn't Scarfed. And it wasn't Sashed. Good for me. I still think the Fluttermane outspeeds me, though. Max Caliber coming out. Okay. It's going to be a little complicated. I can deal with the Fluttermane with my Scizor, so I should try to focus down on this Bax. I think I'm going to Lumina Crash the Bax. And I'm going to Earth Power everything I have into Max Caliber right now. We'll do that. And see how the Fluttermane answers that. Because the way the speed tiers are water, that's okay. It doesn't actually change anything. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Fine. Thank you. I didn't even predict that. I just got lucky. I just wasn't afraid of the Fluttermane as much as my opponent thought I was. I know I can outspeed it. All that's left is focusing the side slot. Baxcalibur, gone. Espathra and Sandy Shocks are just thriving right now. They are thriving. Now, what is my opponent's last? I haven't even taken damage on my side of the field yet. Gyarados? Good luck. All I have to do is Lumina Crash and T-Bolt, right? Nope, wrong one. We're going to target the Gyarados. Because again, we could deal with Fluttermane with Scizor. We have that option later. Lumina Crash? Oh my goodness, my opponent hasn't learned yet. They haven't learned yet. Shadow Ball, that's going to hurt, but I'm going to live at 1. Now, Sandy Shock should outspeed the Gyarados, barring any weird Sash Gyarados sets, and that's a dead Gyarados. I probably didn't even need to go for the Lumina Crash there, because they couldn't Terrastalize. They were kind of stuck with what they can and can't do. The next thing I'm worried about is my opponent being Sashed, because they did click Protect, so they could be Sashed. Well, let's just double attack and see what happens. As long as I can break the Sash, I'm in a good spot. There's the Lumina Crash. Do we see the Gleam? I mean, even if we see the Gleam, I don't think it matters. Bro, I won this game with 2 Pokemon. Yo, that's crazy. I quite literally won this game with 2 Pokemon. I don't even know what to say. Sandy Shock's tearing up the ladder, man. What? GG's, man. Let's go ahead and get you guys that round to code. We had 4 really, really competitive battles today. 3-1 overall, not too shabby. Let's get you that rental. And here you have the rental code for the Scizor Sandy Shocks Espathra team with a Wo-Chen and Gyarados and Mimikyu on it. Honestly, I didn't get to use every facet of this team. I did get to use, I think, everything except for Mimikyu. Just, we didn't really see a need to bring Mimikyu. Mimikyu is more for dealing with more difficult matchups or dealing with Dondozo specifically. So thankfully, we didn't have to bring it too much in today's video. Overall, the Pokemon that we did bring saw a lot of use and did a lot of damage, which I'm really proud of. Sandy Shocks and Espathra, it just kept me baffled. Gyarados was nice. Scizor did damage when it needed to do damage. Also just kind of had a presence on the field. I feel like Scizor made the most people forfeit today because they knew what was coming. They were like, I'm getting bullet punched. What's the point? Which is funny because it's like, technically Scizor didn't do anything because it didn't attack anything, but it still did so much because it forced the forfeit. So I can appreciate that, Scizor. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sean, for making this team public. I'll make sure to leave a link to Sean's Twitter down below in the description. And congratulations on going for 6-3. That's not an easy record to get out of regionals. Going against, you know, like the top talent, top performers, top competitive players. And nevertheless, with a Wo-Chen, Sandy Shocks, and Espathra. You know, everyone else was playing with their Chien-Paos, their Flutter Manes, their Chiyus. Meanwhile, here you have none of those. You just have the such a fun group of 6, but such a powerful group of 6. I was super surprised with how well this combination of Pokemon did in today's video. Definitely the weirdest thing we've played in Regulation C so far. Nevertheless, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, leave a like and comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. With that said, I'm Kevin, Pokesports. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye.